even with the castle that was rebuilt. Just gonna kind of go around the park and kind of show you. Genki? Oh, ganbate. Probably notice if you've seen my videos that I've done. Have boats. They'll bring these boats out. There's a lot of urban scene, which urban scene school right there. That school is actually built where the main castle was. And they built one, and now it's a. Of course, if you tried to come in and do what you want to do, then you got your head chopped off over this bridge and walk over here. You can see where they have to patch up every now. Way over there now, the Koyo is coming in. The hills are starting to turn. You come to this part right now. It's busy because from here I always cut back, and the water is. I think to me, the water is what really makes it look. Really you'd be like, hey man, did you see that? Well, see what? Because they're so bogged down. They turn their head to 50 years old. They turn their head again to 65, and then they sit back and then. Even when I was in the States, still when I thought about, okay, when I don't have to work, then me and my wife could just get on the plane. Two was the fact that I said, wait a second, when I retire, my kids are gonna still be in school. So now that I live here, I ain't gotta worry about beautiful park, guys. It really is, man. We have a lot of beautiful parks here. It's funny because I was talking. That was all street here that we drive into. I just wanted you to see the scenery here. So this is, you can see this from maybe you've seen the video depending on how big the screen is, but that's Mount Miyoko. That's the highest mountain in our area. So what's up, everybody? This is BSP Japan here. Today, man, I'm coming to you from Takata, Joshiko, Takada Castle Site Park here at home here in Georgia City. This is a rare video here because I'm just walking around the park during this time of day. Usually I walk around like later in the day, but I'm walking around this time of day because it's just a beautiful day. It just really is. It's just a nice day to get out and relax here in Japan. Like I said, weather's nice. I'm wearing just right now. I'm wearing a leather jacket, open with a long sleeve shirt, you know, and some nice boots on and whatnot. So slacks. So that's how I usually roll when I want. So just out here showing you guys what's up. Now the sun, man, is really bright behind me. So I'm going to try to time it to where I can get back to this point so you can see the mountains from that side, on that side. And if Miyoko is as clear as I think it is, you should be able to see some snow on top of the mountain. But as you can see, the lotus that we have in the waterways surrounding the castle site is they're starting to die out because it's getting colder, and they're just going to pretty much fall back into the water. And then springtime's going to show up, and they're going to be floating on top of the water again, and then the flowers are going to show up in the summertime, and it's going to repeat itself again just like it does every season. So here in Georgia City, it's a really nice place, guys. Trust me. I mean, you see all these trees I'm walking around. These are all, mostly sakuras. You see some pines in here, but this tree like these are mostly sakura trees. We have over 4,000 sakura here in our park here in Georgia City. So, and if you can get an idea what it looks like on the map, that's what it's shaped like. Pretty much whenever you go to what we call our town is called a Jokamachi, a castle town, we were going to find a castle site, even with a castle that was rebuilt in there, and you will see the water. The big thing is like the moat going all over the castle grounds. So you will definitely see that whenever you go to a castle city. Now you see this here. I know I did this on the video before, but sadly, someone took two of our statues. There's one here, and then there's one further down out of our park. We have a lot of statues in our park, but some idiots took it. We never got them back. They probably already melted down the bronze and whatnot, which is kind of messed up, but yeah, that's what they did. So, but the park is very nice. It's still a very beautiful, of course, beautiful park here. Like I said, man, today is so nice. I just wanted to do this video. I don't even know what I really want to talk about. I'm just going to kind of go around the park and kind of show you guys what it looks like here. But it's a really nice place. Like I said, I wanted to go back down toward that Orange Bridgeway, but if I turn left a little bit, the sun is bright. So I'm just trying to get ready to go down the street now to the castle, to the keep, to what they call the keep side, and see. Oh, 久しぶり。元気? Oh, 頑張ってね。 Go on there. That's one of my son's former soccer mate. I hadn't seen him in a while. He got taller, and I just recognized it. Oh, you know. So that was nice to see that guy. See, I know people in this town, man. This is my town. So yeah. So as I walk here and show you, I like to go through this little walkway here, but I also like to go through the parks. I think I'm gonna walk on the grass this time because I kind of want you to get an idea of what these colors are coming in now. They're not really bright yet, but you are going to see some moments of really nice bright colors here in the park, in Takata Castle Park and around the city. I'm going to probably be doing some videos like throughout our city during this beautiful autumn season we're having, as long as the weather is really nice. I like to get out in the rain. You know me, I'll get out in the rain too. I love the sound of the rain. And these type of videos that I'm going to be doing, I would do on my camera like this because, like I said, I don't like losing coverage, man. I've been losing coverage a lot lately. Like I just watched my live video I did earlier today, and even it just finished abruptly. So I just left it like that because there was so much information I wanted to get out. So I just left it the way it was for now. But yeah, that's what's going on. So yeah, so you'll see me out here doing these what I call scenic videos. You might even want to call it my scenic series. I might even just start calling it scenic series. Georgia City, Takata Park, and then you know, wherever I go, Myoko or Imorike. I really want to do a video from Imorike, man, because that place up there is really nice with the colors and whatnot. But every time I go out there with my fam, which is cool. So maybe if I can kind of escape and just drive up there one day on my own, I can do a nice video. But see how this is part of the water that's surrounding the moats here. I mean, it's part of the moat here up at Takada Castle Site Park. And then if you kind of if I walk this way, because all these are sakura, so all these trees you see that I'm standing under right now, sakura. And then you see what we do in the wintertime here in Georgia City is that we guys will come to the park. They usually do this around the end of October. They will put up these bamboo sticks over bushes. That way when it snows, the snow won't, you know, fall right directly onto the little trees that they got and bushes. Because if they do, they're going to destroy the bushes. So that's why they cover these up. And ironically today, thinking about something, because it rained hard last night. The water is actually higher today because of the rain. But guys, I'm just out here. I just wanted you to experience this walk with me because it's just so peaceful out here. This is a peaceful Tuesday afternoon. About last I checked, it should be about almost 4. So it's going to get dark in about an hour. Let me look at my watch here. Got my buttons on. Give me a chance. Give me a minute here. Yeah, it's a little bit after 4. It's about 4 or 5 in the afternoon, November 4th. And it's going to be dark in a little bit, so which is perfect timing for me to come out. And the sun will go down, and by the time it goes beyond those mountains, I'll be able to go back on the other side. So you'll be able to see some colors here in the park today a little bit. I'm going to actually walk up to the top of the keep steps so you can see. You got to see the view from the top of the keep, so I'm going to show you that. Now this keep that they have was part of a very large castle here, but complex. But of course, what happened is after World War II, and I'm not sure when this complex got destroyed or torn or whatever, but after World War II, a lot of cities started tearing down their castle sites if they had any left. A lot of the castles were bombed during World War II. Himeji wisely rebuilt theirs up. They still had it existing. They just kind of repaired everything. It looks really nice. Osaka Castle, those kind of castles, they kind of rebuilt the castle based off the original plans, which is why that's why they look nice. Let me show you this right here. So that's how these castles get built. We have a lot of castle cities here in Japan. But guys, look at this, man. Look at how beautiful this reflection is. I'm actually going to take a picture. I'm taking my phone out. And this is a really beautiful reflection of the water and the trees. So I'm going to take a quick picture of this before I forget. This is really nice, guys. Yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful place, man. Beautiful place, I'm telling you. Keep my phone set, so I'm not planning on dropping my phone here. So you can see the keep over here on this side, and then what you probably notice if you've seen my videos that I've done here during the Sakura Festival is in this here we got carp in the water. But in this area right here, they'll have boats. They'll bring these boats out. Just once a year, they'll see the boats all floating in here. People getting in and riding them. It's like a touristy type of thing. But as you can see, if I look down, I don't know, I love this view here too. I love every view in the park, but this also, a lot of people don't pay too much attention to it. They only go from that side and look over toward the keep. But this is a beautiful view with the water out here and the reflection of the trees. It's just amazing, guys, amazing. And see, and this is why I do these videos, and this is why I'm trying to tell you guys, is when you can live your life without worrying about being all stressed out and having to make a living and surviving, but you can actually start living your life, you will start to appreciate beauty even more, especially when you're here in Japan. Because in the U.S. is also a very nice looking country in a lot of spots, but there's a lot of spots that don't look so nice. And that's because a lot of the cities, unfortunately, in the United States are no longer walkable cities. That's why myself, I like going to different cities. I like going to Los Angeles, and Seattle has some really beautiful scenery, but a lot of it is like the outer lying areas are more like strip malls and big roads and big streets, and those don't really do well for the walking person. You know what I'm saying? So that you have to drive everywhere. A friend of mine today was just telling me on the phone how he lives in Palm Springs, and he says that it's hot and you got to drive everywhere, so it's not really a good walking city. And the areas that they would have for walking are pretty much not going to be as accommodating to people who are having financial issues or who are just there to survive. They're just going to build them for the rich. So I just want to bring that up. Now, this right here is, as we go to the castle keep, you see, once again, you see all these little bush covers that they put on to keep the snow from, crushing the bushes. So that way when the springtime comes, the bushes will still be here. I really like these. I've taken a lot of pictures of these. Just the bamboo itself, the natural look of it is just pristine. It's just a very beautiful look that I like. I'm going to go up the steps over there, the keep, because I really like you to see what the keep looks like, what it looks like from the keep. That's what it is, what it looks like from the keep. And see, if you can look over here, this side you see, now you can see how it looks with the water reflection. This is really nice, guys. It really is. I got to take another picture of this. This is really nice. The way the way this is looking here. It's a really beautiful look, beautiful scenery today. It really is. But like I was saying earlier, so when you don't have to deal with the stress of life, you're able to then really start to appreciate the beauty around you, like living in here in Japan. And like I said, Japan is a beautiful country, man. You may be in an area where there's a lot of urban scene, which urban scene is beautiful. You've been to Tokyo and Kobe, Osaka. We got some really beautiful, Sapporo, and all the cities we have, the big cities in Japan, they have some beautiful urban views. But you can also come out and get the beautiful nature views here too. And of course, we have some beautiful parks in our cities in Japan. But after having been to 35 prefectures and lived in 4 prefectures, my favorite prefecture is Niigata. Because Niigata, we have the sea, we have the mountains, which are full of different ski resort areas and resort towns, hot spring towns. We have so many hot spring towns in Niigata prefecture. And we have more temples and shrines than anywhere else in Japan. People don't know that, but we do. And Niigata City, I'm not getting to Niigata prefecture, because it's the 5th largest prefecture in Japan. It's a long but wide prefecture in some points. So it's a nice place to live. It's a very comfortable place to live. You do need a car when you live in Niigata Prefecture. You really do need a car because everywhere you go, and I'm not saying it's not a walkable because we do have walkable cities, but it's just that our public transportation is not as as prevalent as a Tokyo or as Osaka. So here I am on the keep, and we were just in this keep the other day, and I took some good pictures from here. And look at this view, guys. Look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. Oh, once again, I had to take some more pictures. I wasn't going to take any pictures right yet, but it's just a beautiful scene. I love coming up here and you can see the sunlight, and the sun is really out bright. But look at the water views from here. Look, I like the way they do the bamboo up here. But look at the water views. And right over there is we have two museums in the park. That's the Georgia City Historical Museum, and that's another museum that for some reason, I haven't been there yet, so I have to find the time to go. My wife and I are going to be going to this place called Ukiyo's tomorrow, which is a really nice ryokan. You know, it's the one I did on the video, I Live in the Castle Town video. So we're going to be going there tomorrow to eat lunch, and then we may stop by the museum because we're going to come. I told my wife we'll come to the park tomorrow too, and check this park through with just the two of us walking around, which we don't get to do much. But yeah, we're going to do that. But yeah, this is beautiful, guys. This is really beautiful. Like I said, I love love coming up here. The peace and tranquility is amazing. Like I said, when you can live your life and you don't have to worry about all the strife, the crime, the hideous nature that exists in America, you know, you can just be here in Japan just on a peaceful afternoon like this, just milling around like it's nothing, man. Like nothing, like no problems. Now that is the school ending out. We have on this entire castle site, and I'll show you, like if you look over this way, there's a school right there. That school is actually built where the main castle was. Yes, years ago. So I'm gonna put that out there. I like the way that they did this. They redid the keep. The wood is amazing in here. It's amazing wood. It's so nice, guys. If you can see this, look at this. Look at this. This is so beautiful, man, how this looks. I just like to look at the doors and the entryways and of the old castle ways. It just looks so nice, you know. And then you can go over here, and you see the wall here. Those holes, those are holes where they can actually hit the enemy out of. You know, people go up here and they kind of peek down and see what they can, what the old guys used to see, the old samurai guys used to see. See? So I come here and I show you this. This is what they see. But look how beautiful it is looking out there. Look at that. Isn't that amazing, guys? See? So that's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, guys. Trust me, it is amazing beautiful up here. Like I said, looking over that way, they have a little observatory at the top of the school. Looking over this way, that's where the castle, the original castle, was right there. The complex. This is a castle complex. I've seen pictures of the old castle complex. You know, they basically just kind of sketched it out, but it was quite amazing. It was quite a big one. Because they're quite large, because this is the third castle site. We actually had two other castle sites. The one that I was at the other day at Kasugayama Castle Site was the first castle site in this area where Uesugi Kenshin, one of the greatest daimyos in Japan, had his castle, and then that castle was destroyed, and then they built one, and now it's an area at Fukushima. Now it's a, this is interesting. I haven't seen these, oh yeah, they said watch out for the crows. It's Karasni Chui on that sign right there. It's right here. It says Karasni Chui. I'll show you. If you can't read Japanese, I can show it for you. So Right there, that black sign right there, um, right here on the door, it says here, Karasa crow, Karasni chui. Watch out for the crows because see, you'll get crows. Sometimes the crows will attack you. Fortunately, and I am knocking on wood, I have never been attacked by crows, but I've seen videos here in Japan where people are actually getting attacked by crows. So it can happen. Okay, so yeah, like I said, coming out here, it feels very relaxing. I'm just walking amongst the nature. The air is fresh. You're going to be able to see some colors here as I walk around. I just like the way the autumn. I love the autumn in Japan. It's one of my favorite seasons here. It's just a beautiful place. You know, konnichiwa. And there's a bridge right there. It's an old bridge, and so they just keep patching it up. But it's the original. It's the original old bridge. If you look on both sides here and over there, I looked at the pictures they had before, the sketchings. There were big walls going all along those. That's why those hills, little hill right. Those hills, they had big walls and they had other areas of the castles, buildings behind those walls. So when you come in here, this was like the main gate. You come in and you come in here, and then you have to get greeted by anybody that's going to let you in. And then you had the main castle, like right there. See, like right over there, and then you had all these different places, of course, to go to. They say, okay, you can't go here yet, go over there. We can't go over there, that type of thing. So they always show you where to go. Of course, if you tried to come in and do what you want to do, then you got your head chopped off, or, you know, the arrow was put in your ass before you even turned your head and you were done. So that's how it was. That's how samurai, that was a way, Bushido, the way of the warrior. That's what it was. So as I walk over this bridge and walk over this bridge, I'm going to walk back, and you're going to see the keep again. I'm going to walk toward that way, and by the time I get, right now I'm 21 minutes into my video. I know that this particular card is going to give me only 38 minutes worth of card because I got stuff on my camera still, and I do have another card with me, but I left it in my car, so I have to make do with what I have on this particular one right here before I download it. And then once I download the videos, I can go ahead and erase them, and then I got more space. That's how it works, man. I think I switched it up because my other card has a lot more time on it, but this one I switched up because I was doing some downloading, and I just didn't change it back up before I did this particular video. Now, so as we're coming out of here, and say konnichiwa. So we're coming out of here, and then so we see over there, there's a, the Starbucks is over that way. You see kids playing. So this is like two sides of the park because we have a street running through the park area that separates the park north and south. I'm on the north end right now, and then we got the south end. Now, see, the sun is right there, man, so it's pretty bright. So I'm going to turn around like this way and just go over this side for a minute just to show you. And you see, if you look at the bridge here, you can see where they have to patch up every now and then. See? But this is the original bridge, guys, that was here. This is the original bridge. 1700s. And then, once again, you see the reflection in the water, which I really love the reflections in the water, and the scenery is amazing. And this is what our rush hour looks like in Georgia City. See? We actually have I just checked the city office. When I first moved here in 2023, we had a population of 181,000. Now we're down to 178,000 as people pass off, and we don't get the uptick in population growth, just like the rest of the countries having issues, except for maybe Tokyo. But this is where we're at. It looks like I'm going to get some love here from the sun. It's going to allow me to be able to see. So see, as you look, you can also, like when we have our events, we always have like all these stands all over the place, and people can walk everywhere. And I don't know if you can tell, but way over there now, the koyo's coming in. The hills are starting to turn red, man. So I can't wait for that to really take place. It's going to be really nice as I walk around this beautiful city I live in. I'm going to stay on this side because I don't think I have enough juice left in my memory to go across the street. So I'm just going to really want you to see what that orange bridge looks like in the keep from this side. But as you can see, I've taken so many pictures, man, of this keep with the reflection in the water. And at night, we'll light it up like a green light. You've probably seen my pictures on my IG. If you go to my IG, you'll see it lit up at night. It looks really nice. So see some trees starting to, some sakura starting to turn. We have plenty of parking, but we don't have any parking for festivals. We got parking for like for us locals a lot. So see the parking lot over here is, because you know, you come to this park. Right now it's busy because it's in the afternoon, people finishing school and whatnot. Look at this view, guys. Look at this. Let me take a look at this. Look at this right here. Look at this. And those trees are going to turn red too. I'll take another picture because I'm loving this act. So you'll see all kind of things out here, you know, hanging out. So I think we had some Thai girls walking by. We have a lot of different groups of people from different countries working in our city too. So that's what we have. So normally when I do my walk from here, I always cut back in through this part of the park so I can see the scenery over here. Trust me, this is a beautiful park to walk around. You do not have to worry about it. This is a beautiful park to walk around. I like this time of day, guys. I like this time of day here. Anywhere, actually, around the late afternoon. As it starts to cool down and things start to pick up a little bit. You know, it's just a nice, lazy part of the day. Well, actually, busy part of the day, but for me, since I don't have to work, it feels like a lazy part of the day. And I can just kind of chill, just kind of wind myself down, get ready for the evening. I just want to come up here for a minute and see. So you can see this tree turning colors right there, and the ones all around the keep. You can see this is another good part of the keep right here. Another beautiful part. The water is, I think, to me, the water is what really makes it look really kind of nice. I'm gonna put these pictures up on my IG too. The water is what makes it really kind of nice. And I forgot to show you guys too. I wanted you to see that view of the bridge from here, because that's also a nice view. You can see here. I can't believe I didn't turn around and show you guys. Let me get out of the grass. The grass is not necessarily dry. So, look at this view, guys. Look at this. It's beautiful, man. You see the reflection of the bridge in the water. It's absolutely amazing. Let me go around this for a second, guys. See? That's what I'm saying. When you find yourself at this juncture in your life, you're going to really start to appreciate the simpler things in life. Very simple things. You're going to be like, wow, I can't believe it. I'm into this. And some of your friends will be like, what the hell is that? And you'll be like, hey, man, did you see that? Well, see what? Because they're so bogged down in bullshit that they don't have time to really appreciate life. And that's what I'm saying. People are sitting there rushing through life because they got to survive, they got to do this, they got to do that. And before you know it, they turn their head, they're 50 years old, they turn their head again, they're 65, and then they sit back and they're like, they don't appreciate shit. And then they retire from whatever job they was doing, and they don't know what the fuck to do in their retirement, even if they have money, because they've been working their ass off all their life. They don't know what else to fucking do. They have no clue. See, for me, when I was working, I would always think, okay, what am I going to do when I don't have to work anymore? And I always looked forward to that shit. I was looking forward to it. I wasn't even about to be bored. I was always looking forward to not having to work anymore, because I knew my life was going to be a hell of a lot fucking better. Even when I was in the States, and I never thought I would be living in Japan at the time again, I was still, when I thought about, okay, when I don't have to work, then me and my wife could just get on the plane and go to Japan anytime we want. Well, I think what kind of really pushed me over the edge on moving back to Japan, too, was the fact that I said, wait a second, when I retire, my kids are going to still be in school. I ain't going to be able to get my ass on an airplane just to go to Japan anytime I want, because I gotta take care of my kids. My kids got school schedules. They got schedules they got to keep and stuff like that, and meetings and shit they got to go through, and events and sporting events and this, that, the other they want to do. So I ain't got time to do that. So the best thing is to just live here, and then I ain't got to worry about it because I'm already here in Japan. And I can always slip away. As you know, I'll slip away to Tokyo, I'll slip away to Kobe, I'll slip away to Okayama, Kurashiki, go drive to Tohoku, go down to Fukuoka. You know what I'm saying? I got a place to go. So now that I live here, I ain't got to worry about getting on somebody's airplane, worrying about ATC all fucked up because the government shut down, blowing my schedules up, because when you miss your plane schedules, it's fucked. My friend just told me his plane was late or something was up because of ATC, and he had to sleep in a fucking cold ass airport that one night. So that's not how you want to do shit, guys. That's not how we shit should work. I'm actually gonna go around. Oh yeah, I'll go this way because I can still go this way. So you can see they got places for the kiddies to play in the park. Like I said, we have a lot of statues in our park too, man. It's a beautiful park, guys. It really is, man. We have a lot of beautiful parks here. It's funny because I was talking to my wife yesterday about, or the other day before my family visit. I said, hey, if I ever met our new mayor, because we just get a new mayor in Georgia City, I said I would ask them to make more parks. But then I thought, wait a second, we got a lot of parks already. We got the Takata Park. We got the park just up the hill from me, which is mainly where locals hang out, up the hill at Kaniya-san Park. We got Rensenji, of course, which is not a park, but it's like a big place to go and hang out. So big shrine. So then we also have Kasuyama. We have Mizudomori Park, which is Ogata Mizudomori, Niigata Kenritsu Mizudomori Koen, which basically Mizudomori means forest and water park up there in Ogata, which that's a pretty big ass park because they got like 5 ponds in that park. That's why they call it Mizudomori. We've only been there once. We need to get there. It's called Oike Ikinomori Park, which is a nice station, by the way, Oike Ikinomori Station. I've been there one time with my wife and my daughter when we wanted to check on something real quick. I went there with my son when we got on the train. That was about it. But we're gonna have to frequent up, go visit that once the bears go away, because we've been having a lot of bear issues, which I was gonna tell you guys. I did the video before, but we actually have a lot of bear issues up here in Japan still. Now, I'm showing you guys this for a minute. I want to show you something for a minute. So, this right here used to be the entrance to the military installation. Yeah, the military actually had a headquarters set up right here at Takata Park. They kept the entrance up, and the building was right where that concession stand is. They had a big ass military post right there. But they kept these after they tore it down. Now I'm going to walk across this little street here that we drive into when we're in the park, and now you can see the sun is down. So now I can show you the scene from here. So let me go back this way. Oh, I got 6 minutes left in my video, which is cool. So I should be able to cover this with the little bit of time I got left on the card. So I just wanted you to see the scenery here. So this is, you can see this from when you go on Google Earth and you kind of zero in, you can see this bridge. It's so cool. You can't see it all the way from space, but when you come closer on Google Earth. I like Google Earth. My son is hooked on Google Earth. I got him on Google Earth and he's hooked. In fact, he knows a lot of things about Japan on the map, and he talks, and people are like, oh my God, you know this, you know that, because he looks at Google Earth a lot. He'll actually ride on Google Earth with his fingers the whole freeway and going through different parts. And that's the kind of kid I used to be. So I didn't have Google Earth, but I was you know, when I was younger, but that's the kind of kid I was. I was always the kind of kid that wanted to explore stuff. And they were talking good, but they had a conversation with my son, and they were like, damn, this kid's pretty wise for a 12-year-old. You know, he was talking about how he's not satisfied with the average score and the grades. Their teacher always said, hey, you did better than the average. I said, well, if the average is low, why am I satisfied with it? I have my own standards. So he has his own standards, which I taught him. So, okay, so here's that view I was trying to show you earlier. You can't really see it because they're kind of far away, but unless I zoom in, I may just come to a point and stop and zoom. But Mount Miyoko has more snow. It actually has a lot more snow than it did yesterday and the other day. So it's getting snow, more and more snow each and every day on our mountains there. And that snow, guys, I've seen it last all the way until May on the mountains. But in the wintertime, it's really covered, of course. And then we get, like I said, once it starts snowing here, we're going to have snow on the ground every single day until at least around the early May. It depends on the weather, but it's usually early May the sun will melt. So I'd say November, December, from November till December, January, February, March, April, May, about 6 months, we're covered in snow out of the year, which doesn't bother me one bit, but some people don't really like that. But so if you can see, so I'm going to zoom up here and see, let me go here. See if you can see, it's only going to do a 2. So you may be able to see it in the video depending on how big your screen is, but that's Mount Miyoko. That's the highest mountain in our area. It's about almost 2,500 meters, a little bit over 2,500 meters high, which is probably about 8,000 something feet. And you can see the snow on it. It's snow all on it big time. As it starts, it's not white yet, but it's starting to come in. So I just wanted to show you guys that. So, and right over here, you can, as you look around here, you can see the colors starting to come in a little bit. It's not quite there yet, but it's going to be there soon. Looking over there, you see the moon. It's a full moon tonight, so today, so it's all up in there, over there in the sky there. Let me see if I can zoom in on that for you, so you kind of see what that looks like here in Japan. Yeah, see, there it is. There's the moon right there. I'll keep it zoomed a little bit so you can kind of get an idea of what's going on here around me. And then you see on that side of the castle park, there's homes. You know, some old, some new mixture homes there. So that's at. It's a turn around here. It's a really beautiful place, guys. It really is. It's a beautiful place, man. I'm telling you. We live in a beautiful town. We have some great scenery, man. Really good scenery here. Like I said, I've been to a lot of places, and they're beautiful, but I really love this beautiful scenery we have here in Georgia City, because I'm used to it. I see it all the time. But like I said, we live in the beautiful country, man. We have a lot of beautiful scenery here in Japan. Trust me, we really do. So, with that said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. I'm going to call this probably my Takata Castle walk. I'm not sure, scenic view. Not sure what I'm going to call it. But this is BSP. I'm out. I hope you guys enjoy this video.